let's stitch fishbone stitch. I've got 3 strands of thread here, just tied a knot in the end, trimmed off the excess. I've also drawn a little shape on my fabric to stitch here. So I'm going to come up through the top of that little leafy sort of shape and just make a straight vertical stitch, just a fairly small one, just going down there. Now I'm going to come up to the right, following the outline of the shape. Now I'm going to cross over this stitch, come down a little bit further down, like so, and then repeat on the other side. Like that. If it's helpful, you could draw lines on here, it's entirely up to you. I prefer to do it by eye, that's just me. So I'm going to repeat that process, just alternating sides. Coming down just below the end of that stitch there, because the top of the stitch is actually going to create the shape. We're just coming down here just to create that different effect. So it's a little bit different from leaf stitch, because in leaf stitch obviously we stitch that same vertical stitch at the beginning, but then when you bring your needle up it's in a slightly different place. So you get a different effect with this one. You can also do fishbone with a few more gaps in between. I'm obviously doing it here just to create coverage. So have a little play around with that. It's more of an open fishbone if you leave gaps in between. So just keep following the lines. You can see it's really starting to take shape now. Do you know, I thought I'd drawn a small enough shape not to have a really, really long video for this. But I've done it again. I've gone and drawn a massive one. And I don't want to run out of thread, so I might start to just bring this together now. So I'm just going to start trying to finish off the bottom here. Oops. One of my threads was a bit loose. There we go. So I'm just going to start moving in towards the centre when I push my needle back through the fabric, just to try and cover that up. Don't go too fast though, because we want to still retain the fishbone effect. Just add a little stitch in the bottom there. Right, so there we go. Just for the purposes of not having a super long video, you get the idea. That's a lovely fishbone stitch.